Welcome to the You Can Be Unstoppable podcast. My name is Ewelina Szczeblewska, your host and certified hypnotherapist. In this podcast, I will share with you how to tap into the power of your subconscious mind. I intend to share with you how learning how to use the power of your subconscious mind can help you to create a successful and abundant life with ease, how to connect with yourself while fostering a healthy relationship with your body and mind. Tapping into the power of the subconscious mind will help you to learn how to manage your emotions, become more resilient and present in all of your relationships. Self-love and self-worth are the keys to the kingdom of success and abundance, to happy and healthy life on your terms. So I was thinking, what do I want to make this episode about? And rather than forcing it and searching, I thought I'd go out and do something else and come back. And it came to me. And I want to talk about resourcefulness. Resourcefulness. And it is a concept that I learned from my mentor, Jim Fortin. But why do I want to talk about it? So I went out to fix my kayak. I do sea kayaking. It's something that I love. And I had a big chip in my kayak right down to the fiberglass, and currently I'm away in Norway, and so I can't easily fix my kayak and can't really use it the way it is because of the chip, and that I may damage the kayak even further, and then it's going to be leaking and it's going to fill with water, and then I can't really use it because I'm going to sink. So I needed to become resourceful to figure out how to fix it, how to go about it, when can I get the materials, will I be able to do it on my own, and so on. So I did. I asked some of my friends, I looked online, I researched it, I went to one shop here in Norway, they didn't have the things that I needed. They directed me to a different shop where they were able to help me. And that's what I was doing this morning. I was fixing my kayak. It's not quite done yet because things needs to dry before I can sand it and polish it and so on. That's what I want to talk about resourcefulness. So often we get stuck in life, and no one ever is really stuck. No one makes us stuck. We just have stuck thoughts. We think that we are stuck in our circumstances, that we think that we are stuck in a certain dilemma or configuration in life, or triangles between friends. But really, we are never ever stuck. There is always a way out. What we are lacking is resourcefulness. What we are lacking is creativity. If you feel like you are stuck, there's a number of ways that you can do. You can go into silence. You can listen to your intuition, because your intuition will really provide you with amazing answers. You can become resourceful, search for solution, look for things that are way out, and sometimes you have to look outside the box, because we cannot solve a problem from the same level that it was created. So what that means, you cannot use the same way of thinking that was used to create that problem. So if we think that there is no way out, that we are stuck, there is no an easy solution. And sometimes probably there is not. There is no easy solution, but there is a solution. And I see so often, especially with my clients, a lot of them are overthinkers, stuck in analysis paralysis. They cannot make a decision. And we can get really stuck in that zone of, well, I'm faced with this situation, but I don't know what to do about it. I can't see a way out. Or I've got the situation and I'm thinking about it and analyzing it and analyzing it and analyzing some more. Or we are stuck in a solution and we cannot make a decision because if I make this decision, X, Y, and Z may happen. But if I make B decision, A, B, C may happen. But if I make E decision, A, T, H may happen. And then we think and think and think some more. But the thing is, no decision is still a decision. So if you faced with a situation in your life, or in your business, or in your career, or your relationships, it's a good way to step back, take a breather, meditate on it, which is basically going into silence. I don't know if you've ever said, if you've got a decision to make and you say, oh, let me sleep on it, which is basically asking your unconscious mind to provide you with some ideas and suggestions. And the best way is to look from a different perspective. And there's something that my mentor keeps bringing as an example, and I think it's a brilliant example, when he talks about an address in New York. I can't remember exactly what was the address, but basically, if you're on a ground level and you are standing next to this building that's got however many stories, there's very little that you can see. However, if you get to the top of this building, the horizon stretches for miles on end. So it's at the same address, but a different perspective, a different level of thinking. So you are never stuck. You choose to see yourself as stuck. And there's another concept that I think I will bring on, and that's another concept that my mentor introduced me to is choice. There is always choice. You always have a choice. And everything that happens in our lives, and it's a choice. We made a choice at some level to invite this into our lives. And it's a concept that took me a while to understand. But we were never stuck. There is always a way out. Sometimes may not be necessarily the way that you want, because you go hung up that this situation needs to be resolved in a certain way, and then it got resolved in a different way, and then you are not happy. But that's another story. Sometimes we get too hung up that something needs to happen in a certain way, where actually something greater may have come out of that. So what I like to say that I'm getting X, Y, and Z, or something greater. I think what I want you to take away from this episode is that you are never stuck in your circumstances, and what I mean in your current situation, predicament, place that you find yourself in. There is always a way out. If you do not see a way out, you choose to not to be creative. You choose not to see a different way of doing things, and sometimes may not be exactly what you think of. So the great opportunity here is to become open to possibilities. What may be possible for you? So ask yourself, if I allow myself to be more resourceful and creative, how would that affect my story? How would that affect my life? If I allow myself to see a bigger picture, how would that change the way I show up in my business, in my career, in my relationships? But that takes a level of courage to look within, to step back and look at the bigger picture. So I hope that this episode was of value to some of you and you got something out of that. And if you've got any comments or other questions about this episode, please do send me a message or a DM, and I can use this to expand this episode even further. And I'll see you the next time. Thank you for listening. If you found value in this podcast, I would like to ask you to leave a positive review explaining how this episode helped you to improve your life. I ask you to do this because this will help other people to improve their lives as well. Share and spread the love all around you. Raise your vibrations to improve your life. If you would like more transformational content like this, connect with me on Instagram. You can find a link in the description of this podcast, and I'll see you over in the next episode.